The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Still running at the 40. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense. I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
Him down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Off the boot, looking for his man. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught over the middle. It's Klein. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Past the 10. Touchdown, Washington. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Morgan. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Wolverines are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Huskies offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer?
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Oh, they're after him! And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Caught in the backfield, it's Klein. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's on. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Williams will pass. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off-play action on first down. Buys a little extra time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Oh, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Haynes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams will pass. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Red pass, it's complete. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Huskies are rolling down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They've got a little time here to put together a productive... Early on the Jets! Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on its way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Going to the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them 1 play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Morgan. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Tight end now in motion. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the ground with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time, they couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Flips it out on the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Under fire. With the catch, it's Klein.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Bully ball on third and short. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
The Wolverines want to move quickly. Powers forward. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Michigan. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only the final period starts with a second down play. Gonna run it. It's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Williams looking for a man. He's going to take off. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education in defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out.
Picked off. What a way to set them up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Cleescore. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On the option. Rides the back on the option. The give. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams will pass. Firing deep. Holds it in. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Boston. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Washington wants to go quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Punts it out of the air. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So here comes the Michigan offense. The Wolverines are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed in for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Got the quick completion. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them.
Turning it on. To running room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air on first down. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that is interception number 3 on the day. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Coleman. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Williams will pass. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bring in the heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? On the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
The Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Tackled on the play at the 39-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's going to go down as time has run out. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put